Hello and welcome to The Seventh Rule with your stars, Aaron Eisenberg and Sirach Lofton. That is Nog from Deep Space Nine and Jake Sisko from Deep Space Nine. My name is Ryan T. Husk. Jared Cooper will be joining us a little later. He's got some technical difficulties. We're going to talk about some big news. We're going to talk about the Deep Space Nine documentary. We're going to talk about Discovery a little later. And hang on to your hats, Grandma. This is going to be a wild one. We'll be right back.
Good thing I'm wearing a hat.
You're going to make a liar out of me otherwise. Hello and welcome back to The Seventh Rule with your stars, Aaron Eisenberg and Sirach Lofton.
Hello.
Bravo, welcome. Sirach is pumped with energy today.
Super. This is my energetic face, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow. I want to see the lazy face.
Here it is.
One of the same. I remember that face that so well, so many times, so many early mornings.
Yeah, I'm not a morning guy for the crowd out there. I don't like to get up that early.
You just flipped me off?
Yeah, he did.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. I've been saving that.
I think you tried.
Ryan, don't cue him on my flip off. That'll be later.
Oh, like you guys have never flipped each other off before? Come on.
No, we have an ongoing flip off situation. We like flipping.
Do you even remember how that even began? Because I have no recollection of how we started. I actually just thought of it just now.
I don't know. Yeah. You know what? That's interesting that you say that because I think you actually started the game by really flipping me off.
I don't think so. Because if you think about it, right, I'm an adult, you're a kid, and I'm starting this game, but hey, Sirach, isn't this a fun game? And your mom's, that Nog, he's such a nice guy.
Yeah, Aaron, he's teaching my son great things. Yeah, thanks a lot for that education. You know what? It's funny because we were doing that so long ago that I don't know where it actually started from.
I don't either. How did we actually?
And then co-opting other guys on the set, for example, of the crew and wardrobe and the makeup department, and we co-opted all these people to play along on this, flip each other off game that we would have.
Okay, so Ryan, do you know what we're talking about? Maybe we should explain.
Oh, yeah, I'm very well aware of it. And for those of you at home that are not aware, you should be, because these guys are like all the time sneaking in ways to flip each other off. And I'll let them, let's just say this. They flip each other off in the sneakiest ways possible. And I want you guys each to tell them, what's the one time that you're most proud of that you're not going to flip off?
Gosh, I've gotten them so many times. I was proud of every single one.
I definitely say Aaron is leading in the count, the flip-off count, but in the creativity count, I think I have him beat with co-opting Jerry. What do you think?
Oh, that's awesome that you brought that one up, because I was going to say the one big memory I have is Sirach getting me with our costume designer, Jerry. I actually remember that one. Hold on. I'm also looking for this, what he tried to do. And I'll share that one next. He's 100% right. So throughout the years on our show, we played a silly game of, and it was back and forth of, if you saw the middle finger here, then I got you. And now you had to do whatever you could to get me. And sometimes we would get each other in the same episode, the same day, or sometimes it would be a long time before one of us got the other one, because you kind of got to, once someone has gotten, they're like, oh, I'm looking at your eyes all the time, the time.
Yep.
And one time, I'm going to let you tell this story because it was pretty devious. One time, he recruited Jerry.
I recruited Jerry Bono, who was he was in charge of our wardrobe. So anything wardrobe related, Jerry was the on-set guy to make sure that anything was done. He got us our costumes in the morning. He made sure he zipped us up in the back, and that we were lint-free, hair-free, and stain-free before the cameras were rolling. So Jerry Bono was there. I mean, he was the man. And
he passed away too, by the way.
He did pass away, but he was just an awesome guy that, he had a cool rapport, I think, with every single one of us.
Yeah.
And just by being himself.
Very well liked.
Very well liked guy.
Until this day.
And he had to be well liked because he's up close and personal with each one of us. He's
very personal.
Literally putting, helping you put your underwear on. So
making sure you're not showing too much of who you are.
You guys had very tight outfits on that show.
Very tight outfits, tight undergarments that made sure that the lines were smooth. And women with different kinds of enhancement things. So there's all kinds of
enhancement.
I mean, there were actually special bras and this kinds of things like that. So everything
special enhancements. I'm sure the fans want to know.
Aaron had a special enhancement. He wore a jockstrap for the first 3 seasons, so you couldn't kick him and it wouldn't hurt.
No.
But besides that point, Jerry was, awesome guy. We all loved him so much. And, he was in and out of our trailers, each one of us, multiple times in a day. But especially when you have wardrobe scene changes and you have to do different things, he was always, interacting with us. But, the idea came to me because, Aaron and I would, it was a brilliant idea. It was one of the Trojan horse type ideas.
It was. It brought the game to new level.
It elevated the game. And so there was the unwritten rules of the game. Essentially, you can't have the middle finger in eye line high, where you're already looking. So I couldn't just put it in front of your face. You have to look at it. You have to make sure that
you have to see it.
Yeah, somebody's moving their head and their eyesight to see it. And once that takes place, that's when you got the person. So it's look over here. And then once they look over there, that's when you got them. So with Jerry Bono, I finally was getting tired of Aaron killing me in this game. Because he had me all the time. Hey, what's that over there, buddy?
Hey, you want a bagel?
Yeah. Over and over and over again. And so finally I figured out a way I could recruit somebody else to kind of set it up. So.
And were you struggling to get me? Was I like, I'm on to you?
Yeah, your defense was very good, and your defense was good, and it was.
I was like the Floyd Mayweather.
Yes, Mayweather and them
of the middle finger game.
Yeah, he was the middle finger champion, and he was getting me too many times. So I figured, hey, you know what? I can't get him to look where I want him to look because he's always knowing that it's coming. So. So I recruited I recruited Jerry Bono, who was, the wardrobe guy. And this is where, Aaron, you could take over the story because you're the one that really got caught up in this. But we had a whole plan. We had a whole play-by-play on how we were going to get Aaron to look at Jerry Bono's middle finger. Now,
go ahead. Now,
no, go ahead. We were on the set.
I only remember the final image. I don't remember.
Well, we had the lighting. It was the lighting. He was
behind a scrim. It was like set up like a shot.
Yes.
So a scrim. So there was a screen.
What's a scrim?
And then a light.
So when they put the lighting on the set, they usually reduce the lighting by putting metal plates in front of the light to reduce the amount of light, or they put these kind of sheets of transparent
gels
paper, white paper type looking thing in front of it to reduce the light or alter the softness of the light. He was hiding in between the light and the scrim, as Aaron is.
So if you saw him, you could see an outline of him because the light was on the other side of him.
Right.
And so I'm walking down there, and I don't remember how you got me there and why I went down this dark path. But then there's Jerry standing there like this with his hand up like this, and I remember seeing this image of him, and
it was like the Batman signal, ladies and gentlemen, but it was a middle finger Batman symbol. It was perfect.
It is, to be honest, the one I remember from the 7 years, I think.
Yeah, it was one of the earliest, most impactful from that time.
Yeah. It was traumatizing, is what it was.
Yes, it was.
I think my performances began to suffer a little bit after that.
Yeah. I think that's when you lost your leg.
So well, that means that was season 7, and that's